So this morning I was sitting here underneath the pear tree where I like to have my morning coffee and just look at the yard. I realized that there were strawberries growing in amongst all of the weeds. So after I was done with my coffee, I started trying to dig out around them. Now I don't know if they're wild strawberries or if they were planted on purpose, but I'm gonna try and dig them out and see see what happens. As you can see, there are sticks everywhere. I was trying to plan where I wanted to put paths, and the dogs obviously did not like my layout, so they've decided to rearrange. And that's not going to work for me, but that's okay. And since I'm doing a video, I'll show you what I've been up to since I last did a video. Don't know if you remember, but this was completely filled with debris, garbage, sticks, all kinds of junk. And I have cleaned it out, I cut up all the sticks for kindling for the fireplace, put a piece of wood over it so that it can start to dry out over the summer. And this was all of these were just, these cinder blocks were all just randomly everywhere across the back here. So I just cleaned everything up. This is the cement from the old garage that is no longer with us. And of course this is the old garage from next door, which is only being held up by that post right over there. If I was to move that, the whole thing would fall down. So we won't move that. I'm going to try and salvage as much of the wood from the garage to build a shed, which will be this. I'm going to clean up the cinder blocks, build a base, and hopefully I'll be able to make it so that it fits perfectly, where I can cut off the metal poles and place a cinder block over the poles so it all the way around. And then I'll use the recovered wood to build up walls and it'll be a small shed for tools, and maybe even at some point a workshop where I can do my gardening, and even if I can get electricity out here, I'll use my power tools and such. Another project that I started was to start cleaning up this fence line, because once they tear the house down, we'll buy this lot for $100. And once I started cleaning up the fence line, I started over here because of the fact that there are lilacs over here, and I wanted to get them cleaned out so that they could flourish, because I really like them. And in the process I found this. It's an old outdoor, I think, oven. And if you look down the fence line, this is what it looked like before, all the way through here. You couldn't even see that oven until I cleaned out this large area. And there's so much more to go, but I just came in, cleaned it out. I'm going to either take this apart and rebuild it, or see if I can salvage any of it as it is. It's on a cement base, so I was burning some junk wood the other day. It works really well. So yeah, we're going to try and salvage this. And if you can see, all of this wood over here is another project that came along. This is all the hardwood not all. This is a lot of hardwood that has come out of the neighboring house. These were door frames, window frames, baseboards, trim, crown molding that we salvaged from the house next door because the city is going to tear this down because it's condemned. And I'll take you inside there and show you a little bit of what we've done. This is our next door neighbor for the moment. And basically what we've done is we've come in, started in here in the kitchen, and tore out all of the hardwood frames. I've got to be careful. I'm only wearing flip-flops. This place is filthy. So we tore out all the hardwood frames around the doors. We tore out the crown molding all the way around. Tore out the frames around the windows. This was a built-in cabinet. We tore that out because it's made of hardwood. And this was a leaded glass window, which I am going to put in our kitchen when we remodel it. So we took that out. We've gotten the whole dining room stripped of anything of value as far as the walls and the windows. As you can see in there, in the living room, this is what I'm talking about, the hardwoods that you just can't get anymore. They don't make things the same way. So this is what we're dealing with, the mess. People were squatting here for a while. They had a dog, so there's feces everywhere. And then, once we get to a certain level, I'm going to start taking out the hardwood floors as well, because they are also unique to that time frame. And we plan on taking out the windows as well, even though they're not original. They're in good shape. You can see some of the crown molding here. So yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. And I'll try and get this video up soon and see all the debris. And you can see that this is the backyard of the house next door. If you can call it a yard, it's now a forest. The nice thing is there are mulberry trees growing in there somewhere. I'll try and, oh, there's one right there. Anyway, I'll try and save some of those as well. And we've also cleaned up the front yard and started mowing it as well, so it doesn't look so bad. Anyway, this is a little update from us, and appreciate you following along. There'll be more updates. I'm starting to get a vision for what I want the garden to be, and of course it'll be centered around this gorgeous pear tree, which we now discovered has strawberries underneath it. Alright, we will talk to you soon. Bye.